Hello, my name is Cecil Runyon. I'm the Senior Laboratory Manager for Medline Industries. I've been with Medline for a little over 4 years now. Prior to Medline, I was actually with Pfizer Pharmaceuticals for several years. One of my primary responsibilities with Medline and in the laboratory is actually to come around to different facilities just like this one, and most of the time is looking for contamination issues that you may be having. A little bit more of a reactive way of doing things. So that's why I'm actually here today, to be a little bit more proactive and talk to you about aseptic technique, because it's one of those ways of actually avoiding contamination and having those issues that may arise. Here at your facility, you actually manufacture such things as alcohol prep pads, just like this one, and also bathing wipes. Now, these bathing wipes are used in hospitals to actually wipe down patients. They can't make it to the big bathtub or shower, anything like that. So it's actually used to clean paraplegic patients. So it has an impact on people's lives. Alcohol prep pad, just like this one, was actually used on Harrison here, 2-year-old from Austin, Texas. A alcohol prep pad like this was used to actually sanitize the area in the back of his neck. He had a cyst removed, and it was used to clean that area up. So I just want to put a face up here so you knew that the products that we manufacture, just like these, just like the bathing wipes there, have an impact. They actually touch people's lives, even little things like this. Now, aseptic technique, this is the definition of what aseptic technique is. The primary aspect of it, the easiest way of saying it is, aseptic technique is not contaminating what you're doing, or also not what you're doing contaminating you. So in this instance, you're working on manufacturing these products. It's you or things around you not allowing them to get contaminated. Some of the contamination sources you have to worry about are actually the raw materials that go into these products. Air, microorganisms, bacteria, yeast, mold, things like that are all around you. You just can't see them, obviously. Water goes in these products. It's also used to clean a lot of equipment. A lot of times water can be contaminated. You always have to worry about that. These things are usually all tested though, definitely raw material and water. We test those things to make sure they're not contaminated. One of the things we don't usually test in this kind of non-sterile environment where we manufacture these is you. You are the primary contamination source. You have organisms all over you. You need them to survive, actually. You need them to survive, and even the ones that are inside of you. So the PPE that you can use, or personal protective equipment that you can use to avoid you contaminating the product, are gloves, and also wiping those gloves down with a sanitizer like alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, different kind of lab coats, scrubs, surgical masks, and also the fonts. This can actually stop you from contaminating the product. Hygiene plays an important part here as well. Laundering your clothes and bathing. Remember that when you're outside and you come in, everything that you had at home, everything that was outside, if you have pests, all that can actually come in and possibly contaminate the product. Washing your hands. This is actually the most important. Everyone in here, if you haven't washed your hands in the last 3 to 4 hours, you probably have an organism, at least a colony's worth, on your hand of Staph aureus, which doesn't hurt you, even if you were to get it into one of your cuts, because you're not immunocompromised, or your immune system is not compromised in any ways. It's not weak. But if that were to get into one of these products, like the bathing wipe over here, that could cause an issue if it was to come in contact with one of those patients. So some of the microorganisms that you have to worry about are bacteria, like I talked about Staph aureus on your hand, yeast, molds, and viruses. These things are all around us. They're on you. They're inside of you. Most of them are actually good for you. You need them to survive. But just remember, there are also those that can cause problems. Now, if you remember Harrison here, this alcohol prep pad, not this one, was manufactured by a different company, was actually used. The problem is he actually became ill, actually came down with meningitis, and passed away. Meningitis was caused by a bacteria called Bacillus cereus. And they found that it was actually inside of one of these, not ours, another company's, alcohol prep pads. Had an impact on his life. It took his life. And possibly 11 other children or family members. Had an impact on his family and those other family members as well. So this is one of those things you need to keep conscientious of. A bacteria inside of an alcohol prep pad. Bacteria can live in alcohol. Now, you still haven't gotten it yet. We manufacture alcohol prep pads just like this. That company that manufactured these doesn't exist anymore. Closed shop. The FDA actually came in, Food and Drug Administration came in with federal agents, shut them down. So you think his life was impacted, his family's life? Those employees' families' lives and themselves were all affected as well by that simple little contamination, a simple little bug inside this product.